My perfect husband's best friend hates me, but a picture confirmed all my suspicions and all our friends went pale. Dylan met Leo years before me. They've been best friends since college, but Leo never came to our wedding. Never showed up to any group events I was at. I'd only seen him maybe twice in 3 years of marriage. My husband always had an excuse ready. Leo travels a lot for work. He's not great with crowds. You know how introverted he is. Last summer, we went to a barbecue at our friend's place and Leo was actually there. I didn't recognize him at first because honestly, this guy looks like he walked off a runway. Tall, perfect features, the kind of person who turns heads without trying. I figured this was my chance to finally get to know my husband's best friend. I walked over, smiled, tried to make conversation, asked him about his job, how he knew Dylan, the usual stuff. He got visibly nervous, like uncomfortable in his own skin, nervous. After maybe 3 sentences, he excused himself and basically avoided me the entire night. I watched him laugh and joke with everyone else, completely relaxed. But the second I came near, he'd find a reason to leave. I mentioned it to our friend Sarah later. She brushed it off. That's just how Leo is. When I brought it up to another friend, same response. Maybe you said something that offended him. Nobody would give me a straight answer about this guy. Any conversation involving Leo became this weird taboo subject everyone danced around. That night, I asked Dylan about it directly. Why does your best friend hate me? We barely know each other. He sighed like he'd been dreading this conversation. Leo doesn't like you because you look like his ex-girlfriend. It's stupid, I know. She really hurt him, and he's too stubborn to separate you from her. Give him time. It seemed weird, but I accepted it. What else could I do? Months went by. Dylan started having more late nights at work, more last-minute plans with his cousin, more fishing trips and guys' nights that I obviously wasn't invited to. But he'd always come home happy, telling me about his day, being the perfect husband. I had no reason to suspect anything. Then 3 weeks ago, Dylan told me he was going fishing with his cousin Jake for the weekend. I planned a girls' night with Sarah, Lily, and a few others from our friend group. We were sitting on the couch, wine glasses in hand, Lily scrolling through Instagram. I was glancing over her shoulder when a photo popped up on her feed, posted maybe 30 minutes earlier. My husband and Leo, sitting in a hot tub together, arms around each other's shoulders, both smiling at the camera. My stomach dropped. Lily, whose post is that? She went white. Actually white. She tried to scroll past it quickly. Nothing, it's nothing. I grabbed the phone from her hand. The profile name I didn't recognize, but when I clicked on it, my world tilted. It was Dylan's profile, a private account I never knew existed. I started scrolling. The first few posts were memes and dirty jokes, normal guy stuff. But then I kept going. Photos, so many photos. Dylan and Leo at restaurants I'd never been to. Dylan and Leo on hiking trips he never mentioned. Dylan and Leo at someone's pool party, drinks in hand, laughing. In almost every photo, they were touching, hand on shoulder, arms around waists, sitting way too close, doing things that felt way too intimate for just friends. I checked the dates. Every single one matched nights Dylan said he was working late, or with Jake, or at some work event. Lies, all of them. The room went dead silent. I looked up, and every single girl was staring at me with the same horrified expression. They knew. They all knew. How long? My voice came out shaky. How long have you all known about this? Lily started crying. Sarah looked at the floor. Nobody would answer me. How long? Since before you got married, Sarah finally whispered. We thought you knew. We thought it was some kind of arrangement you had with Dylan. When we realized you didn't know, we didn't know how to tell you. I felt like I'd been punched in the chest. 3 years. 3 years of my life, and everyone around me knew my husband was living a double life except me. The fishing trip. He wasn't with his cousin. He was with Leo. The ex-girlfriend excuse. A lie to explain why Leo avoided me. Every late night. Every work trip. Every time our friends acted weird around me. It all made sense now. I started laughing. Not because anything was funny, but because what else do you do when your entire marriage becomes a joke?